The thematic is based off of aggregate demand, global growth. And yes, there are terrible concerns about trade-related issues and a slowdown within China. But for many of those companies, you're still seeing revenue growth and earnings per share that are continuing to march forward. Hence the reason why you have the stock prices higher.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody put out these lists, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, everybody, here are the companies you got to watch out because they're exposed to China with tariffs. They've done better than the overall market. It's kind of unbelievable.
Well, there was a massive discount because of that concern. And now you're seeing a pop because you're not seeing any real trade-related issues.
Yeah, I only pulled out 2019 data.
Right, that haven't disrupted the total business. And what you're seeing in many of these companies is that they could actually move offshore from China to Vietnam or wherever, and there's some flexibility. With that said, we do believe that China's growth rates will continue to decelerate, and being that they're an export nation in this trade-related issue, that they will come out as one of the losers.
And to your point, I wonder if the market is rewarding these companies who have, because they're exposed to China, have had to get leaner, they've had to get meaner, they've had to move. They've had to clean up, they had to basically tighten their margins.
Well, they had to, and they have to be much more flexible. But this is going to, if this trade issue accelerates, which we haven't seen it happen, nor do we think it will happen. We think that maybe there will be a bridge or at least a deal put in place before the election. If it does accelerate, it will have a material impact on many of those companies on the board.
Yeah, and listen, we're not obviously a political channel, but I'm asking every guest this same question because it falls into the market space. Is the market underestimating the chance of a true impeachment here?
We don't believe that there will be a true impeachment. It looks as if, at least the watermarks initially, is that the Senate will be behind Donald Trump. With that said,
we can't predict human behavior. We don't know what every one of those senators on the Republican side is going to do. We don't know.
And that's the material impact. And what is the feedback loop into the general consumer and the sentiment going into the next election? We do believe that consumption patterns will continue to grow at a moderate pace, which will support the U.S. economy at a growth rate of roughly between 1 3/4 and 2.25%.
Well, do you think there's a chance that the president or the Republican Party or both kind of have to do things now that would make the stock market more attractive, because if they feel like their chances are dwindling, they're going to have to do something, get a trade deal done, maybe cut taxes again, infrastructure plan if they can get it done?
So taxes and infrastructure, I think, are off the table. I do think the immediate lever that the current administration can pull is a trade deal. Even if it's a modest, watered-down trade deal, that can embolden risk appetite.